Most people think aging begins on the surface, when the first lines appear, or when hair starts thinning. But the truth, revealed by the Journal of Nutrition, runs much deeper. Over 60% of women past 50 are silently deficient in at least one essential vitamin. And that silent gap does more than dull your skin, it drains your energy, weakens your memory, and leaves your hair and nails fragile, no matter how well you care for yourself. Have you ever wondered why some women seem to age faster, even when they eat right, sleep well, and use all the right products? The answer might not be in your mirror, but in your bloodstream. After menopause, a woman's body loses the natural ability to store and recycle certain vitamins. Without these key nutrients, every cell, from your skin to your bones, starts losing its rhythm. My name is Dr. Evelyn Hart, a board-certified gynecologist with more than 15 years of experience helping women navigate menopause and the subtle changes it brings. In my previous video, Take These 3 Vitamins to Look Younger Almost Overnight, I revealed 3 powerful nutrients that can restore elasticity, revive your glow, and strengthen your hair from within. That video reached thousands of women around the world, and with it came one recurring question. Doctor, are there more vitamins I should know about? The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Today's episode is part 2 of that ongoing series, a deeper journey into the nutrients that shape how we age from the inside out. Because here's the real truth most people miss. Aging isn't just about declining estrogen or fading collagen. It's about what happens when your body's nutritional reserves quietly run dry. When that happens, fine lines form faster. Bones lose density. Focus and energy wane. And even the most expensive skincare or hormone therapy can feel like it's barely making a difference, because the foundation underneath is still weak. So today, we're going to talk about the 5 most overlooked vitamins for women after 50, the ones that research shows are equally as important as collagen and estrogen, yet rarely discussed in routine checkups. I'll walk you through what they do, why they matter, and how to bring them back into your life safely and naturally. But before we begin, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next videos, we'll continue exploring how to rebuild strength, radiance, and hormonal balance after midlife, using science, not guesswork. And now, I'd love to hear from you. If you watched the first video, type 1 in the comments. If this is your first time joining me, type 0. Your feedback truly helps shape the next topics, and together, we're building a community of women who refuse to age quietly. Vitamin number 1, vitamin D3, the silent hormone of stability. When people talk about vitamins, they often imagine something small, a pill, a supplement, an afterthought. But vitamin D3 is not like the others. It is not merely a nutrient, it behaves like a hormone, one that quietly commands more than 200 genes inside your body. This invisible regulator touches nearly everything: how your bones absorb calcium, how your muscles hold their strength, how your immune system guards you from daily threats. And yet, millions of women over 50 walk around unknowingly deprived of it. You see, many believe fatigue, brittle bones, or cloudy moods are just the price of aging. But the truth, as shown in a major study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, is far more hopeful. Postmenopausal women who maintained healthy levels of vitamin D3 had up to 30% fewer bone fractures, and significantly better energy and mood, than those who were deficient. When I meet women in their 50s and 60s who say, "Doctor, I just feel exhausted all the time," blood tests often reveal the same story: dangerously low vitamin D. Not because they're careless, but because modern life quietly blocks our natural source. The human body creates D3 when sunlight hits the skin. But sunscreen, indoor jobs, and fear of UV damage mean most women rarely make enough. Even with a balanced diet, salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified milk, the intake often falls short. That's why supplementation becomes essential, especially for those living in colder regions or spending little time outdoors. Clinical guidelines often suggest between 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, but the right dose depends on your personal history, medications, and current blood levels. Always confirm with your physician before beginning or increasing your intake. What makes vitamin D3 so remarkable isn't only its ability to protect bones, it's how it lifts the fog. When levels are restored, women describe a transformation, steadier moods, greater focus, renewed vitality. It's as if the body finally exhales after years of quiet depletion. Think of D3 as the foundation, the structural beam that steadies your hormones, energy, and resilience. And once that foundation is restored, the real rebuilding can begin. Vitamin number 2, vitamin C, the spark that ignites collagen. If vitamin D3 forms the scaffolding of your health, vitamin C is the artist who brings that structure to life, painting radiance, strength, and youth into every corner of your skin. Among all nutrients, none is as closely tied to the look and feel of vitality. That's because vitamin C isn't optional, it's essential for the creation of collagen, the very protein that keeps your skin firm, elastic, and luminous. Without enough of it, your body cannot weave the collagen fibers that hold everything together. The results show up quietly at first: skin that bruises easily, wounds that heal slowly, and lines that deepen sooner than expected. Science supports what every mirror eventually reveals. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, women with higher dietary vitamin C intake had fewer wrinkles and smoother, more hydrated skin compared to those deficient in it. Laboratory research confirms this. Collagen strands only form strong, flexible networks in the presence of vitamin C. Without it, the entire structure weakens, not just cosmetically, but functionally, from blood vessels to connective tissue. And while most people think of oranges, citrus is just the beginning. Kiwi, strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are also rich in this rejuvenating vitamin. But here's the challenge: vitamin C is fragile. It breaks down easily under heat, light, or long storage. So for women whose diets consist mainly of cooked foods, the actual vitamin C intake may be far below what their bodies need. That's why many clinicians recommend supplementation, typically 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day, divided into 2 doses for better absorption. Still, it's best to personalize your plan with your doctor's guidance. And here's what most women report once their levels are restored: within weeks, their skin begins to look more hydrated, wounds heal faster, and their natural glow returns. Over time, even the health of their blood vessels and connective tissues noticeably improves. Vitamin C isn't a miracle in a capsule, it's the fuel that powers your body's natural repair system. It helps your skin stay resilient, your immune system alert, and your entire body better equipped to withstand the daily wear of life. But the story of aging doesn't stop with collagen or skin. Because behind the scenes, another nutrient works quietly, protecting every cell from invisible damage that no cream can ever reach. And that is where we'll go next. Vitamin number 3, vitamin E, the natural moisturizer within. Among the most common complaints I hear from women in midlife is a simple yet frustrating one. Why is my skin still dry, no matter how much cream I use? The answer often lies beneath the surface, in a quiet, fat-soluble antioxidant called vitamin E. Unlike vitamin C, which works in water-based tissues, vitamin E settles deep into the fatty layers of your cell membranes, where it acts as your body's built-in moisturizer and guardian against oxidative stress. When levels drop, skin loses its natural ability to hold moisture. It becomes rough, flaky, and sensitive, and no luxury serum can truly compensate for what the body itself is missing. The science is striking. In a 12-week clinical study, women who supplemented with vitamin E experienced significant improvements in both skin hydration and texture compared to those who didn't. But vitamin E's influence extends far beyond beauty. It also protects blood lipids from oxidative damage, helping maintain the flexibility and resilience of your blood vessels, an essential defense against cardiovascular aging. In my practice, when women restore their vitamin E levels, the results go beyond softer skin. They often report a newfound comfort, less dryness in delicate tissues, a feeling of ease, and a quiet return of confidence they thought was gone forever. Natural sources of vitamin E include almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and olive oil. But here's the catch: many postmenopausal women limit oils or nuts in an effort to manage weight, unintentionally cutting off these vital nutrients. If you consider supplementation, pay attention to form. Look for natural D-alpha-tocopherol, not the synthetic DL-alpha version, as the body absorbs the natural type far more effectively. Research generally supports daily doses between 100 and 200 IU, ideally taken with a meal containing healthy fats for proper absorption. Still, every woman's metabolism and medication profile is different, so it's best to consult your physician before taking vitamin E long-term. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried vitamin E, for your skin, your comfort, or overall health? If yes, type yes in the comments. If not, type no. Your answer not only helps guide future topics, but it also inspires other women in this community to take the first step toward feeling whole again. Vitamin E may not grab headlines, but it plays a quiet, irreplaceable role in helping your body preserve its own natural softness and vitality. Still, keeping the skin hydrated is just one chapter of the larger story. To truly restore your energy, protect your mind, and rebuild focus, we need to turn to a very different kind of nutrient, one that fuels every heartbeat, every thought, and every breath. Vitamin number 4, vitamin B12, the engine of renewal. Fatigue is one of the most crushing experiences women describe after menopause. Not the kind of tiredness a good night's sleep can fix, but a deep, lingering exhaustion that feels like your body's power switch has been turned off. A surprisingly common cause of that invisible drain is vitamin B12 deficiency. Unlike other vitamins that the body can store or recycle easily, B12 depends on a complex absorption process involving stomach acid and intrinsic factors in the small intestine. As we age, stomach acid levels naturally decline, meaning less B12 gets released from food, and deficiency can creep in silently, even with a seemingly balanced diet. B12's job goes far beyond energy. It's essential for building healthy red blood cells that carry oxygen through every tissue, and for protecting the myelin sheath, the fatty coating that keeps your nerve fibers sharp and responsive. When levels fall, fatigue is only the beginning. You might also experience shortness of breath, tingling in your hands or feet, mood swings, forgetfulness, or subtle lapses in focus. One large study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with low B12 levels scored significantly lower on cognitive tests and faced higher risks of developing depressive symptoms. B12-rich foods include fish, shellfish, eggs, dairy, and organ meats. But for many women over 50, poor absorption makes it difficult to maintain optimal levels from food alone. That's why doctors often recommend more direct forms, like methylcobalamin lozenges that dissolve under the tongue, or medical B12 injections, which bypass the digestive system entirely. Typical supplemental doses range from 500 to 1,000 micrograms daily, though your exact needs should always be discussed with your physician, especially if you're on other medications or managing chronic conditions. When women correct a long-standing B12 deficiency, the transformation can feel almost miraculous. Energy returns in steady waves, concentration sharpens, and even hair growth improves as the body begins dividing cells efficiently again. Still, patience is key. For most, the real magic unfolds gradually, over weeks and months, as the body repairs itself at a cellular level. Consistency, not impulse, is the secret to lasting renewal. Restoring energy and mental clarity is vital, but graceful aging isn't just about how you feel inside. It's also about how confidently you show up in the world. And there's one final vitamin that supports both, revitalizing the surface of your skin while protecting the clarity of your vision. That story begins with vitamin A. Vitamin number 5, vitamin A, the rebuilder of youth and vision. When women say they want their skin to look fresh again, what they're really describing is the quiet magic of vitamin A. For decades, dermatologists have revered it as the nutrient that sparks true cellular renewal, rejuvenating not just how your skin appears, but how it functions. After menopause, the body's natural cell turnover slows dramatically. The decline in estrogen makes the skin's renewal cycle sluggish, and vitamin A steps in as the catalyst, encouraging new cells to replace the old, helping the surface look smoother, brighter, and more even-toned. When vitamin A runs low, the signs appear gradually: a dull complexion, wounds that heal slowly, and a heightened vulnerability to infection. Clinical studies using retinol, the active form of vitamin A, show measurable improvements in skin thickness, pigmentation, and overall texture after consistent use. But its influence extends beyond beauty. Epidemiological data also link low vitamin A levels to a higher risk of age-related vision loss, a growing concern among women in their 50s and 60s. These findings remind us that vitamin A is not simply a cosmetic ally, it's a dual protector, guarding both your appearance and your function. Natural food sources include liver, eggs, dairy, carrots, sweet potatoes, and dark leafy greens. However, there's a critical distinction to understand. Retinol, the preformed version from animal sources, is potent but can accumulate in the body if consumed excessively, leading to toxicity over time. Beta-carotene, on the other hand, found in colorful plant foods, converts gradually into vitamin A and is considered far safer. That's why experts often recommend prioritizing plant-based, vividly colored foods as your main vitamin A source. If supplementation is necessary, the safe range typically falls between 2,500 and 5,000 IU per day, but always confirm with your healthcare provider before starting, especially if you have liver conditions or take retinoid-based medications. Since vitamin A is fat-soluble, pair it with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts for optimal absorption. And for even greater benefit, combine it with sufficient zinc and protein, which help support epithelial repair, the renewal process that keeps your skin and eyes healthy. When women restore their vitamin A balance, the changes are subtle at first: a clearer tone, faster healing, more stable night vision. But over time, these quiet improvements accumulate, signaling that the body is truly regenerating from within. Still, vitamin A doesn't work in isolation. Its power, like every other nutrient, depends on the environment you create through your daily habits. Because even the best vitamins cannot perform miracles if your lifestyle doesn't give them the foundation to thrive. 5 daily habits that double the power of your vitamins. Vitamins are like seeds, full of potential, but useless without the right soil, light, and care. Your body works the same way. Without supportive habits, even the most expensive supplements remain dormant. After years of guiding women through midlife transitions, I've seen one truth repeated again and again. The women who pair their vitamins with these 5 simple habits achieve deeper, longer-lasting results. Habit number 1, stay hydrated, your inner circulation system. Water is the highway that carries every nutrient through your body. Yet, dehydration remains surprisingly common among older women. When you're low on water, vitamins can't circulate efficiently, and your cells can't release toxins effectively. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses per day, spaced evenly from morning to evening. You'll notice not just better digestion and elasticity in your skin, but also that your moisturizers and serums finally seem to work, because your skin barrier is no longer thirsty from the inside out. Habit number 2, gentle morning sunlight. Just 10 minutes of early sunlight can awaken the body's rhythm, triggering natural vitamin D production, balancing hormones, and even improving sleep quality. It's not about tanning or risking damage, it's about allowing nature's light to reset your inner clock. A brief morning walk, with your sleeves rolled up and your face unfiltered by screens, can work wonders for both your mood and metabolism. Habit number 3, eat the rainbow. No supplement can replace real food. A colorful plate, rich in vegetables, beans, whole grains, and healthy fats, provides the synergy vitamins need to perform at their best. Pairing vitamin C with berry flavonoids amplifies antioxidant defense, combining vitamin A-rich foods with zinc and protein enhances tissue repair. Think of your meals not just as calories, but as chemistry, alive, interactive, and healing. Habit number 4, prioritize restorative sleep. Deep sleep is your body's most advanced repair system. It's when hormones rebalance, collagen is rebuilt, and the nervous system resets. Without enough rest, even the most disciplined supplement routine falters. Protect those 7 to 8 hours each night as sacred, not indulgent, but essential. Because real beauty and health don't begin in the mirror, they begin in the dark, during sleep. Habit number 5, manage stress like medicine. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that breaks down collagen, spikes inflammation, and speeds up visible aging. Just 10 minutes of mindful breathing, gentle yoga, or silent prayer each day can lower cortisol and give your body time to repair. Stress management isn't a luxury, it's preventive medicine. When these habits become part of your rhythm, vitamins stop being just pills, they become allies in a well-tuned orchestra of renewal. Your skin glows more naturally, your energy stays steady, and your confidence quietly returns. Even the smallest choices, swapping a processed snack for fruit, pausing for a slow breath before reacting, accumulate into powerful transformations over time. Because healthy aging isn't built on perfection. It's built on small, consistent acts of self-respect, repeated every day, until they become who you are. The final chapter, turning knowledge into lasting change. And once these foundations are in place, the question becomes, how do you bring all this knowledge into your daily life, without feeling overwhelmed? Knowing which vitamins matter is only half the journey. The real transformation begins when you turn that knowledge into gentle, repeatable habits, ones that feel natural, not burdensome. Because your body doesn't respond to perfection, it responds to consistency. Start small. Choose one vitamin at a time. If you're new to this, begin with vitamin D3, 1000 IU per day, taken with your largest meal. Give your body a few weeks to adjust before adding another. Adding too many supplements at once can make it difficult to know what's truly working. Then, combine your nutrients intelligently. Vitamin D3 works best when paired with vitamin K2 and magnesium. Vitamin C is better absorbed when divided into 2 smaller doses throughout the day. Vitamin A, being fat-soluble, should be taken with olive oil, avocado, or nuts for maximum benefit. These simple adjustments cost nothing, yet dramatically improve absorption and results. Set realistic expectations. Healing takes time, and renewal always unfolds quietly. Stronger nails, around 2 months. Smoother, brighter skin, about 6 weeks. Steadier energy and mental focus, roughly 3 months. Track your progress with a small journal or even a few photos, because the changes that happen slowly are often the ones that last. Choose quality over quantity. Always look for supplements that clearly state the active form and dosage. For vitamin B12, the methylcobalamin form absorbs better than synthetic cyanocobalamin. For vitamin E, opt for natural D-alpha-tocopherol rather than DL-alpha. And remember, supplements are support, not substitutes. The foundation will always be real food, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and proteins that work together in harmony. Above all, understand this: every woman's body is unique. Age, medical history, and medication can all affect how your body responds. If you plan to take these vitamins regularly or at higher doses, always consult your healthcare provider to personalize your plan safely. Because applying knowledge is what turns information into transformation. When you weave these nutrients into your life, alongside balanced meals, good sleep, gentle movement, and stress control, you build a foundation not only for youthful skin and hair, but for lasting vitality that radiates from within. And with that foundation, we return to the greater message behind all of this. Caring for your body after 50 isn't about chasing the youth you once had. It's about reclaiming your strength, clarity, and light in every season of life. We've explored the 5 essential vitamins that too many women overlook. Vitamin D3, the stabilizer of hormones and guardian of bone strength. Vitamin C, the catalyst for collagen and renewal. Vitamin E, the inner moisturizer that keeps your skin supple. Vitamin B12, the engine that restores energy and mental sharpness. Vitamin A, the rebuilder of skin, vision, and cellular health. Together, they form a complete framework for wellness, nourishment from the inside out. So my advice, as simple as it is powerful, is this. Don't try to change everything overnight. Begin with one vitamin. Stay consistent. Pair it with the 5 supportive habits we've discussed: hydration, balanced nutrition, restful sleep, gentle sunlight, and daily stress relief. Progress may not be dramatic at first, but it will be real. Because transformation doesn't arrive in a single moment, it builds quietly, day by day, through the choices you make with love and intention. And as you walk this path, remember, your body is not failing you, it's listening to you. Give it what it needs, and it will meet you halfway, with renewed strength, clarity, and grace. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this video brought you clarity or encouragement, please like it, share it with a friend who might need it, and subscribe to support our growing community of women redefining what aging truly means. Your presence here matters, deeply. And I'm truly grateful for it.